When I was first introduced to outreach, I was given a flyer by my personal support worker who said you might be interested in having a look at this basic computer and internet course, which is facilitated by outreach here at Ultimo TAFE. And I was actually in a heavy addiction at the time, and so I didn't know if I'd be able to front up. And when I got into contact with outreach, I found that it was a gentle experience, and it was just 3 mornings a week which I could handle, and they were understanding. And so yeah, I just kept fronting up every Friday, and I grew from there. And I hadn't actually used a computer for about 20 years. And look, my TAFE experience was that I was here at Ultimo TAFE back in 1981 to 1983 doing electrical trades apprenticeship, and I failed that. I had it stripped away from me because of addiction. And so to come back some nearly 30 years later, it was a real, I was in a bit of fear about coming back to TAFE, but I've now found it to be a healing process. Then I did the Community Cultural Development course, and that was 2 mornings a week for 6 months, so it was a step up as far as what was required of me and a few little assessments. And again, that was the gentle outreach experience of being guided, if you like. I started to get some self-worth and some self-esteem from turning up. Just that was huge enough for me, because by the time I got into the second course, I'd actually got into recovery and had stopped my addictive behaviour. And I started to feel that I can do this. I thought I was a failure, and now I've actually got some hope that I can start to achieve. I'm on the path to some sort of career, whatever that may be. So having done the CCD course with Amanda, I was then guided, if you like, that maybe the next step would be Certificate 4 in Community Services. And so I've been doing that 2 nights a week for the last year. It's a 2-year part-time course, and I'm now into my 3rd semester. And I'm passing my stuff. In fact, I'm getting above 90% all of the time. So I just keep fronting up to the class. So again, the self-esteem and my self-worth is coming up, and I feel I'm starting to achieve more. And by doing that stuff in TAFE, it's now giving me the confidence to venture outside of TAFE into my recovery groups, for instance, and be of service there. I'm not projecting too far, and again, my recovery brings me back to living a day at a time, but the little actions that I put in each day will take care of tomorrow. But I'm certainly learning the skills in TAFE to be able to skill me up to survive out there.
Anything else you'd like to comment?
Oh look, I love outreach, what it's done for me, you know, because I feel a part of here, and that was really important to me because I've been isolated for a long time. I've had a lot of bad experiences, and most of it's through addiction, and I've spent a lot of time in prison, and before I came to outreach 3 years ago, I'd been holed up in my unit for about 7 years, you know, and I didn't leave there very often. So to come here and mix with people has just been a learning experience in itself. And now I'm out there sharing to other people who are at the beginning of their turning point in life that maybe outreach is the place to come to, because it's been my experience that it's empowering. It's really empowered me.